Ladies and gentlemen, today I am back opening 100 golden eggs, and I think this will be my last golden egg 23 opening before I go back to the golden gift 22s when I do an opening. So this is the grand finale. So drop a like, subscribe down below to join the Pixel Army, use code Pixel Army in the item shop to support me, and let's get in and crack open these eggs. The sun is shining, I'm in a good mood, and we are here opening eggs. I tell you what, I'm also just firming it. It's so hot today. I've got the window open, and I'm pretty sure I've heard activity outside my windows. I'm pretty sure people can hear me recording my videos, but you know what? It's here. It's time to open some golden eggs, and if I freak out, as long as no one thinks I'm dying, because I tell you what, a funny little story I had in my previous house was basically, now we've all been there with technology and issues and I suppose rage, right? You know, whether you're a man, woman, anything else, you've been angry, right? And the most aggravating and annoying thing is when things don't do what they were specifically designed to do. Okay, you see where I'm going with this. So it was, like it is today, a very hot summer's day. And in my old house, I was actually downstairs and I had my back house doors open to the world. It wasn't just a window, an entire door with my room where I was working inside. I was experiencing issue after issue. I wasn't getting luck like this. That's not... Okay, I thought it was a painted array. I wasn't getting good luck. Nothing was happening. Recordings were breaking. The PC was breaking. And I reached boiling point, okay? And I was granted, okay, I would have been very, at the very least, embarrassed, if not horrified, had I, remembering it how I remember it, had I seen footage or heard me not as me, like if I was a bystander or a neighbor listening to the noise I was making, I can understand why they were so freaked out, because it later transpired that my neighbors thought that I was getting murdered in there because of how how much I was like screaming and getting angry about the technical issues. So I was like shouting and everything like that. It wasn't until the next day I thought, you know what, it's fine. It just is what it is. Granted, a little bit over the top. It is what it is. It's part of the job. You know, I'm performing. I'm in front of a mic, in front of a camera. It's what we do. You know, you are loud. It's like people who perform on stage. They're loud. They are engaging and all that stuff. So I thought, you know what, it's all part of it. Didn't think anything of it. Fixed all the issues and we went on with the day. But the next morning, I was in my bathroom and I overheard out the window the neighbors talking. Oh, it's a labyrinth. It's good. You know what? We love getting black markets. The golden egg 23s probably have been giving me the most black markets per crate out of any of the crates in the past. Golden gift 22 is just better because it has better items in it. You're like, this could have been a mainframe. You could have exotics like, I suppose, white zombies in both of these crates. But in terms of black markets per crate, the golden egg 23 is without a doubt winning, so that is good. But I overheard my neighbors and they were saying, literally they heard the words, he doesn't belong here, because I was in this like complex like this. It was almost like it wasn't a gated community, but it actually kind of was. There was a gate with a code that you either had a clicker to get your car in or you had a code to walk in, so you could only get in if you basically lived there into the area where all our houses were, and everyone else that lived in that area was at least double my age. Okay, and the particular person who had a complaint was probably a good 50 years older than me, and whilst grave old takes, I'll take that. That is a huge time. I'll tell you, the luck is insane. I'm just trying to do a little story time, and yeah, whilst I can understand why they were coming from, it cut me deep because I just moved there, and to hear from, you know, the neighbors, ironically, they were making a volume complaint about me at a volume that was loud enough for me to hear when they weren't even in my house. So the irony wasn't lost on me there. I could hear them complaining about me off of my property, so maybe they could have been a bit quieter about it. But that really hurt my feelings, I'm not gonna lie, because, you know, you want to, as humans, we want to feel like we belong, and whilst I may have perhaps disturbed the peace slightly of this peaceful little hamlet that all these older people lived in, sorry, to hear the words, he doesn't belong here, is like, I don't know, if ever I felt like the black sheep, it was then. And I remember initially I wrote all my thoughts out on a letter and posted it through the door. Then the neighbor came round to speak to me. I actually wasn't in, but they let me know, and I went round to theirs and had a little chat. We kind of buried the hatchet and everything like that. And since then, in fairness, knowing that I've got to be considerate, of course, not that I wasn't considerate, but in that moment I was just not thinking about anything. I wasn't thinking about myself, the neighbors, or anything. I was just being so loud because I was in the moment invested. Since then, I have sort of toned down the rage purely out of absolute necessity. Like, I try and keep it in, so you might hear me bang around, shout occasionally. I've had no problems with where I live now, you know, and I've lived here for a couple of years, and I've been, not granted as loud as I was back there, but I have been able to, as a result of that encounter, kind of keep the noise down a little bit. But today, if we get a Titanium White Striker slipstream, a Titanium White Striker Zomba, I might just go mental. It could be now. It's a painted discotheque. You love to see it. Come on. And yeah, my window's open. So if people hear it, to be honest, I think what the problem was, it wasn't necessarily the volume. I think it was the nature of the volume, in the sense it was like aggression, potentially danger, that sort of thing. Like, for example, I'm at least of the idea that if you hear someone being loud but they're sort of happy, it's kind of easier to tolerate. Like, if someone's having a good time, like if it's kids that are like laughing outside playing, like you have to be some kind of Scrooge to get annoyed about that. Similarly, if like my neighbors are having a party, like even if it's like quite late, say if it's Friday or Saturday night, I'd understand if like at 1 a.m. next door I hear them having a party. Like I'll accept that they're having fun and that's just what they do. Granted, if they're waking me up at like 3 a.m. with their alarm that they don't turn off and leave on for an hour on like a Tuesday, that does annoy me, speaking from experience there. But I think it was the fact that I was just angry and aggressive. They were kind of like, oh heavens, this is not what we're used to down here. So that's that. Very interesting little tangent. I had absolutely no idea I was going to talk about that little story time, but it's just, I think I recorded a video before this one, and as I was recording it, I was getting all hyped up, and I like heard some rustling outside rather close to me, and I was like, I feel like I can be heard. I feel like I'm disturbing people. But I suppose it almost feels the same. As a similar feeling to when you're vlogging in public, because I recently, another little story time, you'll hopefully see some content on this channel and on Endpoint Socials soon. I went to London to film with Aston Martin Esports, and that was an incredible experience, and I managed to record some little vlog footage when I wasn't being disrupted by trains and stuff like that. I recorded a clip of me in London Waterloo, a clip of me walking around Westfield. We got the special edition Spiralis wheels, you'll love to see it. And it's very much like that. Like, people are gonna stare at you, but you just have to not care. And I think having done it so long, it's not that daunting anymore. Like, I've been vlogging for over 10 years in public. Like, I've done London before, so I don't feel that bad doing it. And also, I think because I'm confident in myself, and also I'm there to do a job. Like, part of my job is to record the day. So because it's my job, it's not like it's awkward. Like, I understood as a kid when I was a teenager and I was like vlogging things, and it wasn't my job and it was just a hobby. I can fully see why, when I look back, why I would have felt a little bit embarrassed, because people might be like, why are you doing that? And you're just kind of like, I'm just doing it for fun. Whereas now, I mean, should anyone, even though we're in the age of social media now where it's just normal to see people filming, but if someone does ask, I'm just like, well, it's my job. It's literally what I'm being paid to be here to do right now. So it's easier to justify it in my head, and it makes me feel like less of a weirdo. It's the same with YouTube in general. I remember people in school I got made fun of, and I've had a lot of people in my life say, I don't know how you carried on with YouTube. If someone had made fun of me like that for doing YouTube, I would just quit. But I luckily enjoyed it so much that I just kept doing it. And now, I promise you, maybe behind my back, but to my face, a lot of people, no one is making fun of me now. A lot of people, not to brag, okay, but a lot of people are kind of jealous. They're like, wow, this guy found his passion as a kid, and he's doing it now, and he's still doing it. It's been so long. It's been a decade since we made fun of him for it in school, and now he's still doing it. So it's incredible. I wouldn't change the thing. Granted, perhaps would have liked to have toned down the volume on that one mentioned day, but no regrets. So we've got another, is that painted? Oh, it's not, but another exotic. So we're going to get black market at the end of this video regardless, but we've already had painted exotics, black markets in the first half. I'm going to do best items only for the second half, showing you only painted exotics and black markets. So if I show you a clip that's not me doing trade ups right after this, it's going to be a good one. So drop a like, subscribe. I hope you enjoyed our little chat as always, and let's get to it. I'll tell you what, it's a good thing I was telling the story in the first 50 crates, because we are 45 crates into the final 50, and that is the best we've got. I mean, we had a painted proton boost, but we haven't even had a non-painted exotic. We obviously haven't had a black market. Here we go. We start talking and the luck starts flowing. I'll take a looper. We got four, count them, 4 crates left to go. And then I tell you what, the luck just got so much better since I started talking. Maybe I should just waffle all the way through, but 3 more crates. That's another boost. Maybe a dark matter even. Hypernova, one of those two. Oh, it's a pixel fire. I feel bad I couldn't recognize that. 2 more to go. and then we'll trade it to black markets. Because the exotics we just got and the few we got earlier, it guarantees we do get a black market from the Golden Egg 23 series, so that is a massive dub. So, final one is going to be the Warlock, okay? And now we move on to the trade-ups. Oh, Titanium White Pixel Fire, that is a dub. And now we're on to the import to exotic trade-ups. We're going to keep that one, trade up some stuff here. First one going for Painted Zombas. All right, Orange Discotheques, come on. Can we please get some White Zombas, please? Crimson Lobos, Crimson Scorer Lobos, things you absolutely love to see. I feel like, there we go, I've just moved me along a little bit. I felt like I was a little bit squashed, like this way to the side of the screen. Saffron, we'll keep that for now. Bang! ARAs, not what you want. I remember always seeing ARAs in a C4 trade. It was horrible because you just wanted the White Zombas. Come on! Oh! Titanium White Lobos. That is a massive dub. Okay, we'll go with this now. We'll trade up you two. Why not? And yeah, we'll trade up you as well. Bang! Oh! Pink Voltaic. Okay, let's go to most recent now. We could do a couple of trade-ups here. We could do two if we wanted, but that would mean trading up the White Lobos. That would mean trading up pretty much just the White Lobos. It's the only really exotic that I really am a big fan of. I mean, we'll go with this, and we are going to have to trade up the Crimson Scorer Lobos. No, you know what? Trade up the Discotheques before I trade up Crimson Scorer Lobos. Trade up Forest Green ones. Yeah, I'm going to keep those. I'm going to keep the White Lobos. This is it. Can we get a slipstream, please? I haven't had a slipstream yet from the Golden Egg 22 or 23, whatever year we're in now. Come on! Biomass, no! I don't want to have to do this trade up. I mean, we got a lot of painted exotics here in this video today. And of course, the Crimson Scorer Lobos. We'll keep that. And I will be trading up these exotics in a video very soon. But that is that. If you did enjoy it, please do drop a like. Subscribe down below to join the Pixel Army. I've been Pixel. You have been awesome. And I'll see you in the next video very soon.
Flying in the mist, so haters throwing shade, never pick me, not an issue. I am a beast, I'm at the top, I run